evening, you guys, and welcome back. So, I'm making an oldie but a goodie today. It is chilly, and I want something nice and warm. So, the easiest thing to do when you're strapped for time, biscuits and gravy. And this time, I am actually just going to not make the biscuits myself. I am okay with that. I'm not good at biscuits. There's been a couple that I have made, but like the 7-Up biscuits, there's a lot of work in them. I'm just using the cans. We're gonna pop them out and we are going to have dinner together. So I put a little bit of oil in this pan to just help brown up the sausage and dropped the sausage in, and I felt silly because I'm trying to chop up the sausage with this spatula, which, don't get me wrong, it's great to pull up the brown bits on the bottom. I really need my meat one, and I just felt silly because I wasn't using it. So that's what I'm getting right now, and then we're gonna properly beat this up. And now we're at a better angle. So I'm just going to let this completely brown up and almost fully cook, because the next process will go really quick. That is just one thing I love about making biscuits and gravy. It is easy, and I'm getting everything that I am going to need together: flour, salt, milk, and I tend to add a lot of milk to mine because I like the richness. And then I always put hot sauce. I think I was watching Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and someone put it in, and it is something that I add to all of mine. My kids don't have an issue, not that I think they know. And so it just kind of gives it that little extra oomph. as you can see, I'm doing dishes while I'm doing this, and I'm going to just add the flour. It doesn't really make a too big of a difference. It's just having the right amount of oil in this, or butter. I have done both actually. A little bit of oil, a little bit of butter, and it just actually finishes off the gravy really nice, gives it a beautiful texture if you put in a couple pats at the end. But so I always cook down my flour, and that is something that I stress to my kids, to anyone who talks to me. Make sure that flour is cooked. I wait for it to kind of brown up, and yes, when it's wrapped around sausage, you can't fully tell when you're starting out. So trust me on this one, just mix it in. And I have made it another way, which is really good. I make the roux first, and then I put in all of the milk and everything, so I have the base sauce. Then I will add the sausage. If you want your sausage broke down into little pieces, that is my recommendation, because cooking it in the liquid does amazingly, and it breaks down that sausage. Unless you like the bigger chunks, then do it this way. So I will cook this up until it thickens up enough, and then we will move on. I don't know why I started craving eggs while making this. So as you can see, I've put in the hot sauce, lots of pepper, because it's typical for your breakfast gravy. Sorry, it's called country gravy. It is what it is. But I'm going to taste it, make sure it's right. And I had picked up some salt before I tasted it, so kind of swirled the spoon around and tasted it. It tastes fairly good, maybe a little more salt, but I don't like to over salt things, because that's, what my preference isn't always someone else. So really just make it for your family and how they would like it. So we are waiting for Anthony to come home. I have actually Joni here, and I asked Connor if he wanted eggs. He did. I know Anthony always is down for eggs. I say that, but he isn't actually, but typically he will eat eggs. We haven't had eggs in a little while. The last time I made them as I was filming this was when we were in Waldport. So I thought I really knew what Lexi was gonna want, and I was incorrect. Okay, side note. Yes, there are 4 eggs on the counter. Those are newer eggs. I am using the older eggs right now out of this package. Anyway, so I was pretty sure 100% Lex was not going to want eggs. I was incorrect. She wanted eggs, but I love this burner and I have a stove. So if I need to, I can move everything around. This was no big deal. So Connor and Anthony like eggs, but they like, is it hard? I think. Anyway, it's no white jiggly, no yellow jiggly. They want it, and so I will cook them quite a bit on the underside, slap a lid on with a little bit of water, steam them, and I will move this pan off to the side, and I will let them finish cooking that way. You don't have to fully cook them, but get them almost there. And then I will switch to Lexi's eggs, and then those are just a simple scrambled egg. This is my brand new pan. These are from the Ninja Foodi. I'm in love with them. So at this point, this is the first time I am using this pan. I am using it on eggs. You know how eggs tend to be. This pan did amazing. So I was incorrect. I'm doing Joni and I's eggs, and for her and I, whites not jiggly at all. The eggs can be runny, and so I'm just going to be wrong all this video and tell you I'm going to do something and then change it up. Anyway, so these are our eggs. Just going to make sure that the whites are set, and then I will actually, this is the second pan, I didn't get the full set of the Foodi because it was like $100 difference, but I definitely could have, And I feel like ultimately I'm gonna end up spending that amount because I want the really large pan. But it is what it is. It might not be something I get right now. And actually, as I say that, I don't need it because I have that really nice one that I got from Marshall's. Anyway, so I'm going to let her eggs set for a minute and then I'm going to just scramble them in the pan. It is how I have done my eggs for a really long time, and it's just easier. I'm not doing them in a bowl and then pouring and then having to wash that bowl. Anyway, thank you for joining us. It was just a quick little video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Bye.